Here we come, here we go. Now it's time to start the show. Boom. My name right across my face, look at that. What's gooling on, everybody? I am not all made up tonight because we're just here to review some of this new delicious pedal java. They've come out with two new flavors, the Colombian Bourbon and the Colombian Nariño. Now, I'm positive, even after Andrew specifically told me how to say that I still managed to somehow butcher it. But that's what we got tonight. Coffee cam, first up is going to be the Colombian Bourbon. Whoop-ah! No, wait, it's over here. Whoop-ah! Get up there. It'll show up, don't you worry. Ah, look at that. Boom. The Colombian Bourbon, up close and personal, right here in studio. We're going to start off with a hearty cup of it. Now this one, I was told, despite being a very dark-looking, smoky-flavored coffee, that it is actually a medium roast. It says so on the bag, and the beans are medium roasted. So, I was a little surprised by that. I really thought this was going to be a dark roast, because it comes off as a dark. It's a medium roast disguising itself as a dark roast. But, whew, it's strong, too. It's like, you take a snort of that, and you basically don't have to even almost drink it. You're pretty much caffeinated from the straight to the nostrils. It's very hot, that's why I'm not taking a sip of it just yet. But, so yes, Colombian Bourbon, available at pedaljava.com/beans. This is going to be a pretty relaxed stream for tonight. We're just going to be drinking some coffee, talking about it, and maybe answering any questions that you have out there. You, the viewer, what do you want to know about the Creature Corner? Or else I'm just going to start rambling about different monsters. Let's take this. Still very hot. But, oh my god. It, like, the smell of it, I really thought it was gonna hit me pretty hard, almost a lot more bitter, like an espresso almost. But it is not. It is very smooth, this here Bourbon. Oh, that is super good. That is more of a, and I know I describe a lot of the darker coffees like this, but it's definitely more of a dessert coffee. The kind of, this is a perfect setting for this coffee right here. Nice sit down, chitty chat, sitting, having a cup of coffee. This is the coffee for that. But I bet it's loaded with delicious caffeine, which, when you're like me, in the middle of the night, what's going on, Bougeville? How are you, buddy? We're just chitty chatting it up here right now. Let's fix this. Scooch that up. Yeah. We want our comments to show up. Boom. Alright. We're learning how to do this whole just chatting setup. Look here. What's going on, 3 new viewers on Facebook? Hello. We're chitty-chatting up. Oh my god. I'm apparently losing my voice. What's going on, Rex Tano? How are you? Digging the setup? What's up, James Witt? Thank you so much. Got the Creature Corner all set up, ready to rock. This is my door hanger. Hello, Amanda. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for jumping in. Chelsea, thanks for sharing. Oh, yes. Welcome, everybody. We are doing some serious coffee drinking tonight and reviewing and spewing and doing. Because that's what we do. Swift lipping, coffee sipping, and ego tripping up in the Creature Corner. Alright, here we go. So, yeah, my setup back here. This is actually, you know how people hang skeletons and snowmen and things like that from their door around the holidays? This is my Rob Zombie door hanger. he hangs on my front door, and he spooks the local children away from my house and other people away from my house. I'm Spooky Boy. So, I'll pull the coffee can back up here so you can see what we're drinking. This delicious Colombian Bourbon. And I have to say it. Yes. Doesn't like coffee. Me who doesn't even like coffee. Chris is talking about coffee. Well, I appreciate the support nonetheless. And these are some kind of wild coffees tonight because this one is super dark, but like I said, it's a medium roast. And the other one I heard has an accent of watermelon in it. So it's coffee with a little watermelon flavor in it, I believe is what Andrew told me. Unless I'm saying that completely wrong, in which case, I'm sorry, Pedal Java. Please don't leave me. So, let's see who all's on here. Amanda, James, Chelsea, Rex Tano over there on Twitch. How y'all doing tonight? Oh my god. This right here. This is my new, like, when I need to ponder things. When there are things that need to be pondered and seriousness that needs to be had. I would discuss business over this cup of coffee. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, I could make $1 million deals over this cup of coffee. Yes, I am on Twitch. I believe it is also the Creature Corner over there on Twitch right now. And speaking of which, I'm only like 9 subscribers away from being an affiliate on Twitch. So, you know, if you don't follow me on there, jump over there on Twitch and go give me a follow. We try to stream to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time. So the more subscribers we have all over the place, the better it is for us. They like that. So, hello people just jumping in. How are you? Let's see. Yes, thank you so much. Go sub on Twitch if you have not, or any of them. Sub for me. Yes. No. Subscribe to me. Boom. That's what we're talking about. New follower on Twitch. Thank you. Oh. We needed that. Man. I tell you, the more of this that I am drinking down, just, oh, I'm really digging this one. The, like I said, oh, I think my animation halfway just now tried to pop up and show that I had followers. But it spazzed out halfway through. Looky there was one word. Right there on the thing. My 2007 computer is like, what is a live stream? It's like I went back in time and took a piece of history and brought it into the modern day. Oh, thank you for all the subscriptions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you know, I'm supposed to be getting into the Level Up program on old Facebook because I have met the requirements. But Facebook says that I haven't met the requirements, but I have proof that I've met the requirements. I'll take it all the way to fucking Zuckerberg's door if I have to. Well, everything in the computer is definitely from 2007 except for the video card, and I bumped about as much extra RAM into it as I possibly could that it was able to handle. And bada bing, we have the setup that I have now, which is just good enough to stream some games and me sitting here talking. Which, if you remember, for the people that weren't here for the early streams, okay, things have smoothed out quite a bit. We've really hit our come up here in the Creature Corner as far as set design and technology working with us. It's been a long, hard road, but I appreciate the people that have stuck in it with me. Jesus, I tell you, I'm selling a truck on Facebook, and Facebook Marketplace is the most frustrating fucking thing that I've ever had to deal with. I swear, people are just like, what's your address? Like, hey, let's calm down with that. Like, I don't just feel comfortable. There was no lead up to it, just, what is your address? I'm not going to talk to you anymore after you give it to me, but where do you live? Like, no, sir, I've seen the setup to several Lifetime movies, and I won't be falling for that. So, you can take it somewhere else. Oh, yes. Let's get some more of that going. Because we have a whole other coffee to review. So, but because I'm not a big quitter, it's a good way to get unalived. It's a very good way to get unalived if you're giving out your address to people on the internet. Especially when they ask for it very aggressively. Of course, if you show up to my house unannounced in the night, that is also a good way to become unalived. Oh, this is delicious. I especially love, I don't know, the caffeine for me has definitely been a much slower build than it normally is, which lets me know that this one isn't super hammered down with caffeine. It's not crazy with the caffeine to the point where I'm all over the place. Now, we've only had the one cup. We're on cup number 2, working our way towards an entire other pot of coffee. So, we're going to try to make it through this without unaliving myself via heart failure. But it's all nasty. That's the thing. There's nothing synthetic in Pedal Java's coffee. So, I got nothing to worry about. That's how I feel about it. Like, let's see. Appreciate everybody jumping over there and subscribing on Twitch and following me. It helps me out tremendously. So, I was digging through Reddit just a little while ago, which, just a rule of thumb, is not not a good thing to do. I just would avoid that website at all costs. But I was trying to find, I don't know, I see them on YouTube all the time, so I always try to find the source material, but these cryptid videos that people post that are like, oh, really real cryptid caught on camera, and it's obviously some guy in a skin suit, like, in the blurry camera, doing that. I don't know. But these streamers and these people on YouTube get so many views off crap. Off things that are clearly not real, and they only do it for the sole purpose that you're gonna go, that's not real, bullshit, and then you're gonna write that comment, and YouTube's analytics are gonna go, people are commenting and watching this video like crazy. To the person that just jumped in as I was doing that, I'm so happy if that's the only part of that there that you caught, was me going, oh yeah, we like the views, that's what we want to see. We're just drinking coffee. Just doing a little bit of coffee review and not doing anything dirty. But hello, 2 new Facebook viewers. We are drinking the Colombian Bourbon. Oh, look at that. It's in a nice little box right here next to me. Via the wonderful folks at Pedal Java. You're the man, Matt Swanson. Coming at me being the man, telling me I'm the man when you're the man. If I wanted to be the man, I'd have to beat the man. But I don't want to beat you, Matt Swanson. I like you too much. So thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How's it going? Oh. Exciting news, Matt Swanson, that might excite you. I'm going to Trans World this year. All the way out in Missouri. The big Halloween Haunt Expo, which it's my first year ever getting to go, and I'm going with the best crew in the biz, baby. I'm hitting the road with Brainchild Creative. Oh yes, the people that brought you the backdrops of CreepyCon. They've brought you the pumpkin people in Gallup. Literally, they make things for Ripley's, they make things for college mascots. Brainchild does everything crazy and creative that you could imagine, and they're right here in Sevierville. Now, Steve up at Brainchild, if you're familiar with the Midway of Malice from Screamville Haunted Attraction, the Midway that they had set up where they had a dunk tank and the strongman machine and a little basketball game, but twists on all of it. So their dunk tank was a giant meat grinder that you dropped a person down into. And the hammer strength machine was a guillotine. So if you hit the bell, you chopped a head off. Yeah, and the basketball game, total head toss. It was, it's called the head toss. It was just a basket of heads that you shot like basketballs into the... Love the bourbon. It was too light for my dad, though. Got it right before Christmas with the 5 golden rings. Yes, the 5 golden rings deal was a great deal. And that's what I was saying. It's a medium roast, but it does have the kickback of a dark roast. It looks like a dark roast. It sounds like it should be a dark roast, and it comes at you like it's going to be a dark roast. But then you take a sip of it, and you're like, oh, well, you're medium. You're pretty medium roast there. But if you were familiar with that at all, Steve is amping that up even bigger, and he's taking it to Transworld this year. And when you take something that big to Transworld, and you have your own Midway Carnival of Malice, then you need a big-mouthed barker to bring out there and draw all the people in to play your games, which is where I come in. My big mouth finally got me somewhere that I wanted it to. It's taken me to Missouri with Brainchild in March, go to Transworld and be the official Midway of Malice Carnival barker for Brainchild Creative. I'm so stinking excited. It's going to be so much fun. Steve's all... I call him every day. I'm like, Steve, have I told you how excited I am? He's like, yes. Regretting my decisions letting you come, but yes. So, I'm uber duper pumped about that. It's going to be a great time. So check out, be sure to be on the lookout for the live streams and stuff that I'll be pumping out from Missouri. Mizzou, I'm coming for you. Hello, Gerald. How are ya? Over on... Goodbye, Gerald. He was there. He was gone as quickly as he showed up. I really thought he was in for the long haul. But he was just gone. Everything could change in a New York minute. And yes. Top that off, finish that pot off, and now it is time, my friends, to switch coffees. Da, 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 da. Wait, where was it? It. Yeah. Get that glare off. Act like you've done this before. There we go. Coffee change. The Colombian Nariño. I'm 100% positive that I'm almost saying that right. Andrew told me how to say it the correct way, so I'm hoping that I actually said it the correct way. Boom. Another thing of water in there. Let's dump out these old coffee beans, so we don't need them anymore. And load it up with a nice new filter. Yup. And it's on. This thing's gonna start going. So just prepare yourselves for that. It's horrifying to me all the time. Okay. Had to make sure it wasn't doing no weird dripping thing, because I thought it was. And if this thing ever decides to break, because I bought it from a thrift shop, and begins spraying piping hot water into the side of my face, there'd be nothing I could do to stop it. So, tune in just for that. At any moment, any of the items that I have purchased from various thrift shops and junk stores could break and explode on me, including these monitors. I'm a streamer on a budget. An enormous budget of zilch. So, how many people out there have tried Pedal Java at this point? How many people that tune into the show are buying Pedal Java, are actually trying Pedal Java? Because before they were a sponsor of the show, I just loved their coffee. I remember back when I was first starting to do the whole coffee and creatures kind of thing with the conversations. I was going to have this... Well, see, that's even better. Because you know someone that likes coffee. Even if you don't like coffee, you know somebody that enjoys coffee. And this is literally the best coffee you can buy for the best price. And like I said, I know I sound like a commercial sometimes, but before they sponsored the show, I was just a huge fan. I was going to do this whole, like, once a week we were going to try a different coffee from a different company. And I had all these places lined up that were going to, come and do a thing with me. And I literally tried Pedal Java and I think one other one. These people sent me Chonga mushroom coffee. It wasn't bad. It was good coffee. It was all natural. They like plant a tree every time a bag sold. It was great. Great coffee. But Pedal Java won my heart. Ashley and Andrew are just awesome people that make awesome coffee. So everything's brewed right here in Knoxville. Even though these beans came straight from Colombia, which, by the way, that's why these are limited edition. What's going on, Jordan? What's going on, Sherry Beeler? That's why these coffees right here are actually limited edition, because the beans came from Colombia when they took their little trip, their little excursion to Colombia. Oh, yes. Andrew confirmed, too, whether he wanted to or not, they totally grow cocaine on the other side of the mountain that they grow the coffee on. So, I knew you guys, all natural sugar, all natural caffeine. All natural Colombian caffeine right there. From the hills of Colombia. Oh, so, the Colombian Bourbon has definitely been one of my favorites. And now, let us try the Colombian Nariño. Nope, we're not going to try it yet. It ain't ready for it. It wasn't ready for it yet. So, have any of you been keeping up? It's good enough. Coca-Cola's good enough for me. You're darn tootin'. Has everybody been keeping up with the game streams I have been doing? And what do you think of those? Should I keep doing game streams? Should I continue to find those? Or quit trying to be a game streamer, Chris, and just stick with the spooky shit? I do. I want to know if you guys enjoy it. I'm trying everything I can. Yep. Let's see. Is it time for a cup of coffee yet? Yeah. Alright. Alright, this one's a little lighter in color. And you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I've been doing. Hopefully one day viewership picks up, but even if it doesn't, I'm having fun doing what I'm doing. So, this has some very, what's that note? I'm gonna get very official with it now. It does have a slight fruity note to it, but not a heavy, like, oh, there's fruit in there. It's very, very faint. Mostly smells like more of a breakfast blend of coffee. This smells to me more of, early morning time coffee. This is your in the morning coffee right here. Also, on a side note, I got this cool mug, this antique vintage skull mug from our friends out at the Black Cat Curiosities in Oneida. They have all kinds of cool stuff out there, so if you haven't gone to Oneida to check them out, go out there and check them out. Oh, that was a very hot sip of coffee. But a smooth aftertaste. I may have just burnt most of the buds on the front of my tongue, but the back of my tongue that caught that aftertaste. This is definitely a nice lighter roast. Still a medium roast, but maybe a more light roast. And this is the one for the mornings. This is what I want to wake up to. I want to smell this waking up. It's like that perfect morning time coffee. You wake up to it and you're, even if you don't like coffee, everybody likes the smell of coffee. The smell of coffee alone is delicious. And I've had guests say it in the past, Untitled Java could literally sell their coffee in scents as candles. And it would be just as good. Because, oh my God. He did say that there was some, I swear he said there was watermelon in his coffee. But if it is, it's very faint. I think that's kind of what gives it that smooth. It's not, it's not fruity, but it's very smooth. I think it kind of cancels out a little bit of the bitterness of the coffee. Which that's why I drink mine black, so that I can really tell what's going on in there. I don't want to cover it up with too much cream or sugar or anything like that, because they do a really good job at making a nice smooth cup of joe. Oh yeah. Also, if you haven't been out to Clinton in a while, you should come out to Clinton. Check out the Mystic Orb out there, 405 Cullum Street, right behind the Antique District in Clinton. Great little metaphysical shop, all kinds of stones, local crafts, local artists. I think around 20 local artists in the store. Most everything in there is handmade. Definitely a cool shop to check out. The Mystic Orb in Clinton, Tennessee. Hello, new Twitch viewer. How are you? So many cool treasures in the Mystic Orb. Yes. Chelsea knows. She knows what's up with the Mystic Orb. Third Twitch viewer that has jumped in. If you'll just hang out. Give me that 3 viewer hold. That's all we need. It seems like such a small number, but for some reason, holding 3 people, more than 3 people's attention on this stream, it's very difficult. They don't like me. But this Colombian Nariño, you see this Colombian Nariño right here? Super delicious. I would highly recommend this for breakfast blend coffee, or just kind of on the go coffee even. Like this would be, I would road trip with this coffee. This is road tripping coffee. This is waking up in the morning, looking out at the land coffee, and taking it in and really thinking about your life. Yeah, see, that should be the whole commercial right there. Pedal Java, let's make commercials. Why are we not making hilariously amazing commercials? Just super dramatic commercials about how good this coffee is. Just have a guy standing on it can be me. I'll stand on a mountaintop and be like, it's really good coffee! I don't know. I'm not a marketing guy, but we'll figure it out. Like Twitch also needs comments to boost showing you. Yes! That's what I'm hoping for. It tells me all the time. It's like, hey, if you can keep more than 3 people interested in talking to you at the same time, we might make you an affiliate. If you can also get 50 followers. Which I think now I'm at like 44, 45. We're getting there, It's pretty awesome. I appreciate you hopping in the comments, trying to holding it down. Holding it down. I need you all. So thank you. Oh my God. It's so good. And this one's so much lighter than the other one was that, like, I had to kind of take it easy on the other one. Because, like I said, that was more of a heavier, bolder, more dessert coffee. But this, oh, my friends, this is the deliciousness that can be had any old time. The Colombian Nariño, I think, is going to become my new breakfast coffee. And road tripping coffee and going places coffee. And, like, I don't know. The other one, Marjallo, watermelon, an essence of cocaine. There's definitely not any cocaine in this coffee. Just have a group of friends, they're just breaking mugs. They're cheersing so hard with the coffee, like, it's so fucking good. I talked about it. Also, you seen the new Scream? I have not. I know the horror community I've been kicked out because I haven't seen the new Scream yet, and people are very, very upset with me. Oh, boy, that coffee's good. I really need to get on it. That's my new big thing. Yes. Just, yeah! Good stuff! That's $1 million commercial idea. Oh no, you got to see spoilers for it. I mean, I guess at this point, we're those people. Yep, you're just gonna have to go. You're just gonna have to do it alone. Like, it's fine. I'm going to see Scream. I've really wanted to. I haven't been to a theater in like a year now, so I'm still scared. You know, I avoid crowds of people, and even though I still do shows and stuff like that occasionally. Yes. Creature Corner, we all need to go see Scream. There we go. We'll just get a theater somewhere and set up Scream to be seen that way. We don't have to hang out with people we don't want to. I don't know how the world works anymore. You see that? You can't do that. That's bad. You can't keep people out. Frozen 2. Yes. What was the last movie I saw in theaters? I mean, if you count... So I did the horror host thing with Hell in a Housewife and Hack and Eulogy Mortem last weekend. Time is an illusion at this point to me. I did the horror host thing at Central Cinema 7. No, Hall Cinema 7. There we go. Where we viewed WJHC AM. Yeah, this really cool indie flick. It was a horror comedy about a radio DJ trying to get his start, and he ends up getting a job at a Christian radio AM station, and it's like a week before Y2K happens. So it is a story about what happened to this poor guy during Y2K. Really cool little flick. I hear it's coming to Amazon Prime. They also have a movie called The Hike that's on there, so I would definitely check it out. It was worth the watch. It was pretty funny. From Big and Funky Productions. Yeah. See, it's been twice. I saw Spider-Man in Tennessee, and kind of empty even on opening night. Really, I would have not suspected that one, but empty on opening night, basically, for Spider-Man. It's so good. No, I've watched some pretty terrible movies here lately. At home, I watched. If you didn't see, I did this review on a movie called Hall, which is on Tubi, which was trash. It was garbage. It was dirt garbage trash. It was awful. It was shot so well and put together so well, but the story and the acting and the direction, not even the acting, the direction was awful. Whoever planned out the timing of the movie and the actions behind their actors, fools! You had such a good movie. Premise. Spoiled everything, going straight to streaming, and I was kind of sad stream didn't. I know, but you know what? Yeah, what is up with that? You get the crap you don't want to see now in the streaming services. Like, what is that movie that's coming out with fucking J-Lo and Owen Wilson because it's 2010 again? That one is going to be available on Peacock. Like, whoa! Where's Scream? You gave me Halloween Kills on Peacock, and then you dropped the ball with Marry Me? Absolutely not. I mean, I know theaters are, like, really struggling right now. If we don't support them, they'll probably go under. But I don't know. I'm bad at being in public anymore. I didn't realize that I was until I tried to go to an open mic a few weeks ago, a few weeks ago, Jesus. Right before December, right before Christmas, I tried to go to an open mic and do comedy again. And the comedy aspect of it, fine. Once I'm on stage and I'm talking in a microphone and I've kind of blurred out the people in front of me, good to go. But standing and having a conversation like a human person, apparently I have forgotten how to do that. You know? So excited about Halloween Kills and getting a chance to watch it like 4 days in a row. How to act around people. It's bad. This guy was very nice to me, and then he pointed out that I bow to a lot of people, which I didn't realize I did. So immediately, thank you for calling me out on that. And then he was like, "Wow, you're very proper, very polite." And then when I felt the conversation was over, instead of saying, "Nice to meet you, good talking to you," I just was like, and out I went. Like, and he left eventually. He just walked off. I guess he also realized that we weren't doing a thing anymore, so he could go. And I turned around to Ashley, and she was like, "Boy, like, you couldn't have made that more awkward, could you?" And it's been like that. I went to I got invited to a birthday party. People invited me to something, and there was a group of kids, and I call them kids because they were like early 20s, and I can call that group of people kids now. And they were playing beer pong, and they were super cool about it. Like, playing beer pong, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to roll up at this table, show these kids how it's done. And no shit. The game ended. They're like, who else wants some? I walked up. Now I'm remembering this. First of all, this was a Halloween party that I was invited to. I dressed up like Eddie Munster. And then, like, nobody else dressed up. So I was just this 30-year-old dude in short pants and an Eddie Munster mask. Which, if you take the Eddie Munster mask off, you just look like some pilgrim child. So that was not an option to just be like, well, I'm in my clothes. Like, no. So this is a weird, and no one knew who I was. They're like, oh, cool vampire, cool werewolf. Are you a zombie? I didn't feeling super old. Walked up to the table like, all right, which one of you kids want some? And no shit, every one of them was just like, oh, well, actually, we'll be right back. We got, and then walked off, standing there in my little pantaloons with a ping pong ball in my hand, and literally, I just sat it down and walked away from the table. Ashley was like, what happened? I was like, I don't know. They didn't want to play with me in my tiny pantaloons. I brought wood for their fire. They asked me to bring some wood. Everybody else went out and brought little racks of wood from the store. Well, I live on a farm, so I brought a bunch of barn wood with nails and shit sticking out of it for them to burn in their fire. And everyone made fun of my big, dangerous tetanus wood pile. But you know what? That wood burned great. And I didn't see them complaining when they were sitting around being warm. You take my decrepit barn wood and you be happy with it. Uncultured children indeed. They had no idea. They knew I was about to bring the thunder. They were playing with two-man teams. I was about to come down like the hammer of Thor and just start raining fucking winds on them. I was in a giant field bonfire and they exploded. Yeah, see? That's what we did. We didn't have TikToks and... We didn't have no TikToking. We got out in the field and nearly died every weekend. And look, we're better people for it. I will never forget someone throwing a can of green beans in the fire. And the beans exploded. And that thing launched at least a mile away. And somehow a bean landed on my eyebrow. I got a black eye and lost my eyebrow. All in one fatal green bean incident. So... But look at me, I'm alive. Drink coffee. Look, I'm alive. No harm befell my body from the decisions that I have made. Alright. Down to our final cup of coffee here. I am sweating like no other back here. You die in a field of alcohol poisoning and getting crawled to school on Monday. You're darn root and tootin' right. I got kicked out of the talent show for doing a dance. I was allowed to play with bonfires and fireworks while drinking. He decided to. Well, it not only is that a fun surprise, but it's very festive. I mean, especially in the spirit of the holiday. It's like you're right there in it. You know? Back it up, Terry. Through the war-torn hellscape that was the 4th of July. Oh, my God. You know, people ask me a lot, like, you drink all this coffee, and, like, do you ever get the jitters? And, like, okay, I get the jitters because I drink, like, 10 cups of coffee filled up in the thing here. Normal people drinking normal amounts of coffee will not experience the high-intensity sweats and jiggling that I do, because they would not consume the ridiculous amount of coffee that I do. So, that was a hot one. I appreciate everybody that has stuck around and made this stream fun and interactive. Thank you for commenting and keeping it alive and following me over on Twitch, Facebook, all the places. It's not the coffee. You're darn right. It's what happens on the other side of the mountain that I'm feeling. Heck yeah. What was it? Chaotic goblin energy. That's, I think it's something that Chelsea coined last year sometime during one of my jiggly videos. During one of my jiggly videos. No, during one of the chaotic goblin energy. I still have to make that merchandise. There's several merchandise items that I still need to make, but I have to have money to make merchandise first. Ain't that a bitch? So, and there it is. We've tried 2 different coffees. We've drank damn near all of it, and they're both delicious. Bottom line, the Colombian Bourbon, great dark one, great for an after meal kind of coffee, something to sit around and sip on at night. And the Colombian Nariño, great for the mornings, for being out. It's just a good cold weather coffee too, because it's not too heavy, it's not too dark, it doesn't hit you too fucking hard, and the bitterness, it's just smooth, and it gives you that smooth ride, and that's what you want, baby, that smooth ride. So be sure to check it out. Go to pedaljava.com/beans to order yours today, and be sure you're subscribed to everything I'm doing. Okay, go to my, what is the things down here? The YouTubes, and the Instagrams, and the Twitters, and the Facebooks, and Twitches, and I'm on TikTok, and fucking everything else. Just follow me, and I'll try to entertain you all over the place. But until the next time, my funky fiends, be sure to keep those eyes peeled, because there's always more coffee and more creepy gooling on in the Creature Corner. Bye-bye. Here is the end of the show. I hope you liked it. Rock jocking till we end. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in to the show. I hope you do it again. Bye-bye.